Welcome everyone. Today we're going to be talking about how to set up a new Utips account. And this is brought to you by Face. Things that you'll need to set up your new Utips account are your F number from PowerTeacher, your old password / username, and the new Utips address, which is wash.utips.org. These are the three things that you will need to set up your new Utips account. Now the very next thing we're going to do is we're going to open up a browser to the following address, wash.utips.org, and it's going to bring us to this web page. This is the new Utips look. And very first thing is your username. Your username is your F number. The F has to be capitalized, and I'm going to be putting in Mr. Chipman, so I'm going to type in his F number, and then the password is your last name. In this case, it's Chipman, and it's going to be a capital C and then all lowercase letters after. And then I'm going to log in, and as I log in, it's going to automatically prompt me to put in a new password. And so I'm going to put in a password that Mr. Chipman designated me to put in. So I enter in the password, then I re-enter in the password, and you're going to notice after I do that, it doesn't let me set the password. I have to click out of the box, and then it'll let me set the password. And now I'm in my new Utips. You'll notice in the new Utips, it's pretty nice, clean cut. You have your tests, and I'm going to click on that, and I don't have any tests. There's nothing there. And so all that work that I put into the old Utips, I want to import it in. So I'm going to go to Settings and click Import Folders / Tests from Utips. Once I click that, it's going to bring me up the following page, which is the server, and we want Washington. And then I'm going to put in my old username, and in this case it's M. Chipman, and his old password. And then I'm going to click Import Data. Once all the data is imported, it will say, basically what the green says is you have to log back out and log back in to see what happened. And so I'm going to log out, and then I'm going to log back in. Now remember, it's the F number, and it has to be capitalized. And so I'm putting in Chipman's. Make sure I get it right. And then I'm going to put in the new password that I created earlier. And it's going to log me in, and you can click Tests. And all that is what he had created under his Utips. So I'm going to click on a test and just kind of go over. So here's the test from the old Utips, and this is just the basic setting of time, all that kind of fun stuff. If I want to see the items or the questions that were imported, you're going to notice all these questions, and it looks pretty good. It looks like it imported pretty good, so I'm not too worried about it. Now, you're wondering, how do we add students? You go to Participants, and you can add all your students. You can add individual classes, or you can add all classes, and it's pretty nice. Just make sure you save it. If you don't save it, it's not going to add. Now, the nice thing about this is you can also add individual students. So say you had some students not to be here to take it. Instead of leaving it open for everybody, you just add those few students. And so that's kind of a cool new feature that'll be nice for this Utips. And so I didn't want to add anybody, so I exited out and saved it again. Now the sharing tab, this is who I can share it with, and Mr. Eves has already set up his, and so it shows his name next to it. And so I could share with Mr. Eves. And this is just a quick overview of how to set up your new Utips. Thank you, and this tutorial is brought to you by Face.